What's up guys? So in today's vlog I'm testing out what is pitched to be the best camera ever made for vloggers, and I've been wanting to try this camera out for a while, so I'm excited to see what it can do. A few years ago Sony brought out a camera called the ZV-1 and I did a very in-depth review of that camera. I loved it so much. I said, in terms of a small portable point and shoot camera that fits in your pocket, this is the best camera I've ever used for everyday vlogging. The one downside to it though, which is pretty much the downside to most point and shoot cameras, is it had a 24mm lens on it. So it's pretty tight. So you feel like you don't have a lot of space while you're vlogging. Now the major upgrade with this one, the ZV-1 Mark II, is that it has an 18mm lens on it, which gives you a bit more space when you're vlogging. You may have noticed I've been doing a lot more wide angle vlogs lately. I even used my iPhone a fair bit to use the wide angle lens on that. Been using GoPros. I don't know, I just feel like more comfortable when I have a bit more space. Quick comparison test. This is me shooting on the original Sony ZV-1 with my arm all the way out. Steady shot is turned off, so this is as wide as the lens can get. And this is the brand new ZV-1 Mark II on the 18mm wide angle lens. Such a difference, so much easier to use. I mean, if you've got really long arms, you may get a slightly wider shot on the original ZV-1, but it's not gonna come anywhere close to this one. I mean, I don't even need to hold my arm all the way out with this, because holding your arm all the way out, look, it does get a little bit uncomfortable. So yeah, I'm really liking the extra width in the lens. Balloon-free park. Never seen that in a park before. Don't get me wrong, I get it. I just never seen that before. Has anyone else ever seen that in a park before? Also, that was another cool feature that this camera has. It has a omnidirectional microphone. So let's just say I'm talking to the camera here, and I turn it around to tell you guys about something, you're gonna hear me just the same both ways that I'm pointing the camera. This one has an option where you could set it. So you can set it so that the microphone is just facing front, just facing back, or facing everywhere. Cool feature for vloggers who are constantly with their attention everywhere. Like, look at that, look at that, look at me. Typical influencer, look at me type of attitude. So I'm home now and I've had a chance to go through some of the footage. It looks strangely familiar because it's very much like the previous version of this camera, only wider. But being wider, it makes a huge difference to a vlogger or to anybody who's trying to film themselves, who's trying to be able to flip a camera that way and talk to it and feel confident and comfortable. I love the extra width on the lens. It makes a difference for someone like me. I would spend my hard-earned money on it, and I think I'm probably gonna end up buying one of these because this is literally just one that I've got on loan. Would I recommend it to somebody who's just wanting a small point and shoot camera to take on holidays or to shoot family videos? Probably not. I'd probably go for the previous version, the original ZV-1 that's a few $100s cheaper, and I would say probably something I would recommend more so because it's got a little bit of extra length on that zoom, so you may be able to find a bit more things to do, because this is a 18-50, whereas the old one was a 24-70. So it's all about figuring out, what do you need? Do you need the wide angle for filming yourself, or do you need a bit of extra length for filming and taking photos of other people. It's not really a one is better or one is worse type situation. It's more of a this is better for this situation and this is better for this situation kind of deal with these two cameras. They're great cameras. Decent audio. You can plug an external microphone into them to get even better audio, and the picture's really nice and clean. Yeah, I like it. I'm impressed and I want it. That's my final thoughts on this camera. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought of the quality of this video. Also, this isn't a sponsored video. I have been given this camera to borrow and use, but it's not a sponsored video, so this is 100% my opinion. I really like this camera.